Yeah. Here's the thing. Let's look at it this way. We're kind of indefinitely waiting for them to get their act together here and get the sticks and bring them back and go on. And we've got folks here who are working real late, and I don't think we want to, keep them here to, this could go 90 minutes, and it's 90 minutes of me saying, have you heard of any other athletes running for Congress? It's like I know we've come so far here. It's been 4 hours since polls closed. It's been an unbelievably interesting and intense night here, and it really is coming down to this one giant, update in Milwaukee. But man, we waited 90 minutes for them. They did this whole procession, and then they find out there's nothing on the sticks. So it's just my way of saying that. I'm just trying to say to the audience here, so I'm not abruptly ending on them, just why we're doing this. Because the audience has been with us for 4-6 hours in some cases for this moment that didn't happen, and so folks, I think we are gonna wrap it here for the reasons we're saying here. But I want you to know I hate doing this to you, because you've been. I know you're here for results, and we've come to the point where it's like one thing away. I hope you understand that we just, we gotta let everyone here has been here for a long time, and so I'm just trying to. Okay. Oh, I need. So this is okay. So folks, here's what's happening. I'm doing this is sort of a cut-in thing. I have to. They're gonna. Let me set this so it's.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Producing the producer, Melissa. Do we want to do Wisconsin results in these updates, or how do we want to parse these out? Okay.
Okay, so we're doing, this is like kind of a cut-in thing. We're gonna tape here that they're gonna insert into News Now. So if you'd like, you can watch us put this together.
A few moments later.
In the results, what we uncovered was that 5 of the sticks had the audit log downloaded and not the results. It's a human error. These things can happen. So basically what we need to do is go back to the operations center, and we're going to download out of those 5 machines the results and make sure that's not the audit. So we have the reports printed from the first download. We're going to reprint and start the process so that we can compare those results. We invite you to come join us. Milwaukee Police Department will come with us too. And so we'll re-download those results and then send them back here to be uploaded.
There are 5 machines I heard this year?
Correct. Not the machines, the sticks. So the download process was, the audit log was downloaded, not the results.
How many sticks?
9.
And so you will only be reviewing those 5 sales.
Correct.
But we can't know all of the results, and we can't see these 6 results that were correct.
Wait, can you?
Download? USB drives? Wrong camera. Hold on. Why did this not go to the right camera? download USB drives. It can happen. Her exact words. I could not believe as I was listening to this, and some of you who didn't see that before, I hope that struck you. Just the last part. Hey, so wait a minute. You had 5 sticks. You had 5 USB drives, 5 of them. And the data that you downloaded to go take someplace else to re-upload were wrong. Imagine my surprise when when I heard this. It happens, is what she actually said. It happens. So, are we to understand now this shit happens and you guys can move votes around with USB drives and stick them in other computers and then upload and download as need be? Did you actually just say that on television? You just watched probably the most uncomfortable 3.5 minutes ever recorded in broadcast news, where the numerology guy on MSNBC, MSNOW, MS Want to Get Away, just kind of stared and said, something's wrong? Something's not working? And just went quiet at times, listening to people trying to explain into his ear, hey, what am I supposed to say right now? We are watching on live television, everything the Democrats have said never happens. It never happens. They're all foolproof. There's no possible way. And then the explanation was worse than the awkward silence. What's the explanation for what's happened? Well, we downloaded the wrong stuff. What? Nobody asked a question? What do you mean you downloaded the wrong stuff? You got to go back to the other office, download the stuff you need to have. Then we got to come back and plug it into this computer, and voila, the black guy wins. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, we beat the socialists. Well, we saved the world. Are you kidding me? Bet you won't see that footage anywhere else after that live thing. Nobody's going to report on that. Probably the woman who said she downloaded and uploaded is probably going to get disappeared. Who knows where she's going to be? Because she just walked out a press conference and had the other lady stand behind her, and they were both looking. Did you hear what she said? I found it stunning. Now, of course, I didn't want the black guy to win. I don't really care. They're both Democrats. I definitely didn't want the socialist to win. He's basically just socialism light. He's like a Methodist, but like Catholic light. But all of a sudden, he wins. After they take the download and the upload and change the sticks and go back and forth, he all of a sudden wins at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Can you think back to a night back in, November 2020? You think back to that and think, well, yeah, I'm going to bed. The candidate won. All of a sudden, you wake up the next morning. What do you mean? A whole bunch of votes came in overnight. They laughed at us. They called us election deniers. They kicked us off of social media networks. They canceled our videos for even saying, hey, man, I don't think this is right. All this stuff happened in the middle of the night. Nobody saw it. And damn if we just didn't witness it live. Are the Democrats now election deniers? Because all of a sudden, people are like, well, I'm not sure she really lost. I mean, hey, how did this happen? Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Come on in, have a seat. We'll tell you how it works. Remember, they told us, no, there's no way for anybody to ever download votes. She was like, that's how we do it. Sometimes it happens. What? We were banished for saying that? Now you're saying sometimes it happens? How often does it happen? When have these sometimes been logged? Who's known about these sometimes? Did it happen, I don't know, in 2020? I don't know, any other election says that sometimes it happens. Where does the disk come from? Where does the drive come from? Who's in control of the drive? Who is it given to? Is it under seal? Is it just stuck in somebody's pocketbook or pocket? What's the chain of custody here? You're talking about a gubernatorial election in this instance, and in this instance, you're telling me 5 out of the 9 drives got effed up. Quick math will tell you that's over 50% of the data got messed up. 5 out of 9 is over 50%. So if 50% of the data that was on these drives, somehow we messed it up, did you download it twice, 3 times? Did you change it? Every scenario right now should be in play. And the problem is they probably told Miss Communist, Miss Socialist, go away. Just go away. Don't shut up. Don't contest this. We'll pay you. We'll make sure you stay quiet because this is a Pandora's box. And I'm not talking a little bit of a Pandora's box. I am talking a huge, giant Pandora's box. So much so that even the people who are liberals or MAGA haters, you know who I'm talking about, can't explain what happened. The only thing that is now clear is actually 2 things. A, they do mess up the data and they can download it and they can re-upload it. I guess that's 3 things. And the other thing is polling at this moment in time is irrelevant. Completely effing irrelevant. I never want to hear from another pollster as long as I live. You guys are snake oil salesmen. I thought I proved it a year or so ago, but now it's been underscored with a giant asterisk. Ignore these effers. They don't know what the hell they're saying. Nothing they say makes any sense, and they can't back it up other than say, well, that's the people we asked. None of us have ever been asked on a poll. I'll be 66 real soon. Never has anybody ever polled me. Nobody has ever polled Robin. Nobody I know has ever been polled in their entirety of their lives. That'd be a good question for the chat. How many of you have ever been polled? And I'm not saying that they took a swing at a ball and foul tipped it. They swung up here and the ball was dribbling in the dirt. They completely missed it. Let me show you some of this stuff. Nate Silver from the 539, another heralded pollster. He says this, well, she might come back, but what the F is up with these primary polls? I'm sorry. Are you a pollster asking us what's wrong with the polls? Did you just ask us what's going on with these polls? So let me show you some of this polling data. This was, make sure I get it right here. Okay, this was a New York Times Democrat polling of Crowley at 40.8, and then, this was the actual results. These were the results that were coming in. So now we'll go to the polling. And as we go to the polling, and we click to the next one, these polls had Hong winning by beyond the margin of error. It wasn't even close. 20, 18, 25 points. Look at the numbers on how big she was supposed to win. And all those people or entities in the left side are supposedly reputable polling companies. How do you miss that bad? How do you miss an election poll by 20 points? Next two came up. Oh, Spencer Pratt was calling it out as well. Spencer Pratt said they use fake polls. Yep, all of it. They use third world bots on their X accounts. Yep, make it look like a lot of people like them and are spreading their stuff. They cheat whatever they can to give this false impression of popularity and inevitability of the socialist virus because the language of the communist is a lie. These psychos aren't popular. They're just scammers. Vote. Don't let commies run anything, not even dog catcher. You've seen how the DSA people, Democrat Socialists of America, treat dogs anyway. He's talking about Hassan Piker, who electrocuted his dog on screen. But nonetheless, let's go and show you the polls and some of the stuff that they were saying then. There was a feature article, and it says, final poll, right before the election, shows that Hong with a 22-point lead. How did a 22-point lead evaporate in a couple hours? How did it just go poof? Somebody want to tell me? Any pollster want to tell me this one? Then this one came up, and this was the actual vote, and it's like microscopic, 39.98 to 39.83. Somebody got some explaining to do, Lucy. Let's see who came in next. This person, Brittany Ray. She says, are you this far effing off in your polling? This is from the New York Times. Look at the difference in these numbers. Hong 22, Hong 18, Hong 19, Hong 25, Hong 29, Hong 20. How did you miss that bad? Who else do I got here to show you? Finally, Frank Luntz. Frank Luntz, yeah, he's a pollster, another one of these guys, but at least he had the sense to say this. I'm calling for a total and complete shutdown of primary polling in the Midwestern United States until we can figure out what the hell is going on. I can tell you what's going on. Your profession is crap. Nobody is buying the stuff that you, hopefully, none of you ever looks at a poll anymore. When the pollsters, Frank Luntz, what's going on? Nate Silver, anybody want to tell me what happened? No, that's your job. That's what you get paid for. That's why you go on television. That's why you pontificate on how this person's going to win. And the only thing you can do right now is, we're going to have to pause this until we figure out what's going on. Isn't that your job? Nate Silver, remember, how might come back, but what the F is up with these primary polls? Why are you asking us? This is where you know this entire industry, I guess we can call it an industry, has completely fallen apart. They have no clue what the hell they're doing. And then let me just show you this last one because I have to. Because I don't know how we got involved in this. We weren't voting for Hong. We weren't voting for Crowley. Most of us don't even live in Wisconsin. But MAGA is back to all the polls suck. What do you mean back to all the polls suck is what I had posted. What do you mean back to? You know, true MAGA all along has said your polling sucks. True MAGA have said all along, you guys are full of crap. You're snake oil salesmen. We can't answer it because we'd be looking at fake stuff. You guys have been peddling fake data, and this time you got caught with your diapers down. I would have said pants, but you must be little kids following this crap. And then on top of it all, people who are making money on it completely blew it. Polymarket. Polymarket. Breaking, DSA Francesca Hong is a near lock to win today's Wisconsin governor primary, despite no backing from Bernie or AOC. She is a 96% chance to win. I haven't heard data that bad except for when you said Hillary was a 96% chance to win, and you completely blew it. Unbelievable. And so now here we are, stuck, the rest of us looking into Wisconsin, paying attention to this and wondering, how can we trust any poll ever again? That's the first thing. And number two, understanding we've been lied to. You can stick a disk, a USB drive, into a computer that's not supposed to be accessible, that's not supposed to be able where you can manipulate anything, but you just told us, and it's okay with everybody. Nobody's complaining. Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. You can take a disk, stick it in your pocket, go over to another computer and stick it in that computer, and look, now we got the right numbers at 3 o'clock in the morning. This town needs an enema. Big time, as in Batman. Our elections are horrifically crooked. I won't go as far as saying rigged, because it may be, from what we've seen, it may be complete ineptitude. These people may just not know what the hell they're doing. But in any event, how much trust do you have right now in the midterms? How confident are you that all these close races and all these swing states are going to be just fine, and that you won't wake up at the next morning and find out at 3 o'clock that somebody took a disk and stuck it in the wrong computer and deleted something? And sometimes it happens. I don't want it to happen sometimes. I don't want it to happen at all. There's only one way we can fix this. And the only way we can fix this is with the Save America Act. And I think a second way is go back to paper ballots, where you got to put a thumbprint on it. Then, of course, they could dump them out the back door or stuff, but it's still a lot safer than somebody taking a USB drive, pulling it out of one computer, sticking it in their pocket, walking across to another office, sticking it in there, uploading it, and then saying, there we go, now we have a final election. I'm not a socialist, don't care for socialists, wouldn't have voted for a socialist, but she got screwed. So I'm going to ask you one question before I bring SV on. If they will do it to themselves, if they will completely rig a crooked election for their own primaries, what the hell do you think they're willing to do at the midterms?